Well, hey there. It's Wednesday, August the 25th. My name is Kat. I have your astrological forecast for you today. But before we get started, we are going to become balanced, aligned, and connected with our higher self by taking our 3 deep cleansing breaths. Let's take the first one. On this first deep cleansing breath, we're releasing all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our physical etheric bodies. Second breath. On this second breath, we're releasing all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our emotional astral bodies. One more. On this third breath, we're releasing all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our mental bodies, both higher and lower. We see all the darkness, all the negativity leaving our bodies. It's flowing right out. In its place, we're being filled by this beautiful white light, made up of white light, love, and the will to good. Not only does it fill our entire bodies with white light, but then it goes out and forms a protective bubble around us. And this bubble is deflecting all evil, all low vibration, all negativity back to its source. While we're in this space of white light connected with our higher self, we are going to say our Sun in Virgo affirmation: I embrace my true, authentic self. I shine my light out into the world. We're going to say the affirmation together. We're going to stay in this space of white light for 5 seconds. Let's say it together. I embrace my true, authentic self. I shine my light out into the world. Good, good, good. That is a great affirmation for us to use this month to really start getting in touch and embracing who we truly are. And don't forget to bring in spirit. If we have not been disciplining ourselves to do our daily meditation, here's another plug. Please, let's do that, because in getting in touch with our higher self, by creating that relationship, that space, that is how we can get in touch with who we truly are and our purpose in that space. So if we're not disciplining ourselves to get in touch with our higher self on a daily basis, we really need to get going on that. When we talk about releasing the negativity from our bodies, the physical etheric body, the physical body is what we see. The etheric body is our energetic body that goes out about 3 feet beyond us. And so we want to clear all the negativity out of that. And then our emotional astral bodies, our feelings are emotional that we're familiar with. And then our astral body is the plane we go to when we sleep and we dream. And we have experience on that plane as well. So we want to make sure that energy, that body is completely cleared out of all negativity. And finally, we have our mental bodies. We have our lower mental body, which is our processor, our brain, but our higher mental body is the part of our mental body that we get in touch with our higher self. And that's where we access our wisdom and our intuition and that part of ourself that is greater than what we are consciously experiencing in our physical body. So when we go through those deep breaths, that's what we're clearing out and making them aligned and balanced and full of white light, so we can start our day or go on from wherever we are balanced and aligned. So, well, today we again, like yesterday, we may need to keep those 3 deep cleansing breaths in our spiritual toolbox and our spiritual back pocket, because we are still dealing with a lot of manipulation, a lot of control, a lot of deceit. And with the moon in Aries, not only are we being pummeled and the other is coming after us, trying to manipulate us, trying to buy into their story, trying to get us to believe their opinion. They are really, really pulling out the stops. And so with that moon in Aries, we might have to stand up and speak out for ourselves and not allow ourselves to be compromised in any way today. So knowing that fine line too is going to be real tricky. So it's important that we go through the day conscious of what's going on out there, because with this person coming at us, do we just put on a mask and just smile and let them do whatever they want, making sure that we're protected? Because we know that we're not going to get anywhere with this interchange. It's all one-sided. They really don't care about where we're coming from at all, okay? So we wear our mask and we just let them do whatever they want, and we smile. Okay, yeah, all right, yeah, sure, sure. And then they go away. Or do they come at us so hard that they actually compromise? They're expecting us to compromise our values, our ideals, our character, just to fit in their story. So be aware of that. There are going to be some tricky spots today. There is going to be a tricky spot in our relationships. There's going to be a lot of balance, and compromise is going to be needed. And in this interchange in our relationship, there's a tendency for there's lots of sensitivity. So there's a possibility, because we are so tuned in to how to do something and how to do it what we think is the right way, there may be some hurt feelings. So be aware of that, and just remember to listen and pay attention to the other's perspective so that we can include it in the discussion and coming up with a resolution to an issue or compromise or whatever is that. There's also going to be a tricky wicket with just doing things. We have a new way to do something, or we're contributing a more efficient or productive way of doing something, and there's all kinds of kickbacks because this is the way we've always done it. There's a lot of that going on today. This is the way we've done it, and it's working fine, so take your idea and go away. So we might be able to, if we are conscious enough and we're not so focused on our ego, we might be able to tweak our idea a little bit and make it work so that everyone can buy into it and support it. That could happen. Not saying that it will happen, but there is a possibility that it could happen maybe. So today we are really gonna have to be conscious of what is going on around us and how to best address any situation. My advice is just to stay in our office at our desk. We have plenty of work to do that we need to focus on. And if we don't have to deal with any of this emotional conflict, this emotional attack, then it would be best that we just kind of keep our nose to the grindstone and just get our work done and stay out of the fray today. If we can. We might not be able to, but if we can, we should try. Because, man, I just feel it. They're coming at us, and they're coming at us hard. Well, I have to tell you that part of the Sun in Virgo energy is all about whether the job is large or small, do it well or not at all. And I need to tell you guys, that came and bit me in the butt this weekend because I was not giving it my best. I was not giving my best attention to something because I really didn't want to do it. And it turned around and blew up in my face. So I've learned that lesson, and I'm just telling you guys, you don't want to learn it that way. Just do your best and you'll be fine. Believe me, I'm going to be doing my best from now on. Consciously. I don't want to go there again. I'm like, man, you put out all this good advice. You might want to start following your own advice. Speaking of advice, what is the advice from the universe for today on Wednesday? Ride the wave. Oh yeah, just go with the flow today. You know, if they come at us and they're just throwing their opinions at us and this is because and this is the way and we can just wear our mask and say as long as they're not doing anything harmful to anyone, and just okay just go with the flow, and then when they're finished with their tirade, we can just walk away. Peaks of joy. I don't know how we're going to find peaks of joy today, but I do know how we'll find peaks of joy. Peaks of joy is when we embrace our true, authentic self. When we come from that place, oh my gosh, you guys, it is truly amazing. When you are in touch with your divinity, when you have developed that relationship with your higher self, and you're in touch with who you truly are, and you're excited to share that out into the world, that is joy. That is pure joy. When you are in the flow, when you are in this wave, when you are riding the wave, the universal wave, when everything is going well, when you're into your purpose, and that is peaks of joy. Wow, it's awesome. So even though we have all this nasty little stuff going around today, there's opportunity to experience joy. Unfortunately, we have to end with sad embrace. So we go from peaks of joy to sad embrace. And for some of us today, it might happen with the interchange that somebody really is trying to deceive and manipulate us. It might be our time just to release that relationship and say, thank you so much for the lessons of growth and of wisdom that I have gained, but it's time to go. Bye-bye. So we might have to release somebody today. Some of us might have to let somebody go after they come at us with that crazy talk. We probably have had enough, and it's time to let it go, let them go. So on this Wednesday, it's not the greatest energy, but hey, peaks of joy. If we are in touch with and embrace our true authentic self, and we don't let anyone compromise us, and we know what our purpose is, and we're working with the energy instead of trying to swim upstream and fighting it, that's peaks of joy. Remember to come see me on Facebook at Soul Sister Cat for my daily inspirational messages, and at noon today on Wednesday, Uranus retrograde video is going to come out, telling you a little bit about that energy and what it's about and how to navigate it and how to use it to your advantage. So check that out. And if you like what you see today, please like, subscribe, and share. I greatly appreciate it. I look at my comments and I learn and grow from all of them. Take care and have a great Wednesday. Hang in there. Do your deep cleansing breath. Stay protected today, everyone. Keep your protective bubble up and active. Namaste.